California Real Estate Law Principles, American Advantage Law Group, 3848 Campus Drive, Suite number 206, Newport Beach, California, 92660. Disclaimer. The materials available at this website are for informational purposes only and not for the purpose of providing legal advice. You should contact your attorney to obtain advice with respect to any particular issue or problem. Use of and access to this website or any of these email links contained within the site do not create an attorney-client relationship between American Advantage Law Group and the user or browser. The opinions expressed at or through this site are the opinions of the individual authors and may not reflect the opinions of the firm or any individual attorney. Who regulates conduct of real estate agents? In California, the real estate law, court decisions, Department of Real Estate, regulations of the Real Estate Commissioner. The Real Estate Law, Division 4, Business and Professions Code. Part 1 covers licensing. Part 2 covers transactions and includes subdivided land law. Regulations of the Real Estate Commissioner clarify and interpret the real estate law. The Department of Real Estate. The Real Estate Commissioner is appointed by the Governor. The Real Estate Advisory Commission appointed by the Commissioner. It includes 6 members, licensed California real estate brokers, and 4 members who are non-licensed members of the public. Real estate brokerage. Business in which real estate license-related activities are performed under supervision of licensed real estate broker. Corporate brokerage must have designated broker offices. Broker/salesperson relationship. Under the real estate law, the salesperson is always considered the employee of the broker. The salesperson can do business only as an employee of the broker. Who doesn't need a real estate license? Persons dealing with their own property, corporations acting through regular offices, licensed securities brokers or dealers in sale, lease, or exchange of business opportunity, holder of power of attorney from property owner, attorney at law acting as an attorney, receiver, bankruptcy trustee or person under court order, trustee selling under deed of trust, employees of lending institutions, pension trusts, credit unions, or insurance companies in connection with loans secured by real property or business. Escrow agents collecting funds in connection with loans secured by liens on real property when funds are deposited in escrow agent's trust account. Real estate broker. At least 18 years old, honest and truthful, completed 8 college-level courses, fulfilled experience requirement, passed broker's licensing exam, sent in required fee, completed 45 hours of CE every 4 years, obeys applicable laws and regulations. Real estate salesperson. At least 18 years old, honest and truthful, passed course in real estate principles, passed salesperson's licensing exam, employed by real estate broker, paid required license fee, must complete 2 more courses within 18 months, must complete 45 hours of CE every 4 years, obeys applicable laws and regulations. Major real estate trade associations. California Association of Realtors, California Association of Real Estate Brokers, California Mortgage Association, California Association of Mortgage Brokers, California Association of Business Brokers, California Mortgage Bankers Association, California Building Industry Association, California Association of Community Managers. Historical perspective. Native Americans, Balboa and the Conquistadors, 1513, Missions, Presidios, Pueblos, Mexican Independence, 1822, California Possession of Mexico, Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, 1848, California Possession of the United States, California becomes state, 1850. California today. Land ownership, federal, 45%, state, 2%, local, 2%, private, 51%. With a population of more than 33 million, 97% reside in the metropolitan areas. Real property, bundle of rights. Basically the rights that you have to a property if you own it. The right of possession, right to control property's use, right to exclude others, right to dispose of the property. Real estate can be explored, willed, mortgaged, encumbered, leased, traded, exchanged, or given away. Definition of real estate. In California, real estate is the same as real property and includes land, fixtures to land, anything incidental or appurtenant to land, anything immovable by law. Fixtures. A fixture is anything attached, affixed to land. Test for a fixture. The method of attachment, adaptability, relationship of parties, intent in placing on land, and agreement of parties. Land description. To avoid confusion in describing a parcel of land, use legal description, assessor's parcel number or the APN, and the street address. Methods of legal description of land. Lot and block system, also called the subdivision system, rectangular survey system, also called section and township system, also which is the U.S. government survey system, and the metes and bounds system. Survey system in California. Principal baselines and meridians. Humboldt, Mount Diablo, and San Bernardino. A township is generally accepted to be 36 sections, while a section is 1 square miles, which also equals 64 acres, while an acre is 43,560 square feet. Townships, as said before, are 36 square miles, and they run north to south in tiers, just like wedding tiers. They also run east to west in ranges. Estates and land. Fee simple estate. Fee simple absolute. Fee simple qualified. Life estate. Reversion returns property to original owner when life estate ends. Estate and remainder transfers property to someone else when life estate ends. Taking title to real estate. Grantor conveys title by grand deed to grantee who has identified as one of these. Single, never married. Married. Unmarried, divorced. Widow or widower. Forms of ownership. Ownership in severalty is ownership by one person. It is also called separate ownership or sole ownership. Concurrent ownership. Ownership by more than one person can be tenancy in common, and therefore unity of possession, or joint tenancy, unity of time, unity of title, unity of intersect, or unity of possession. Concurrent ownership continued. Business ownership of real estate. Sole proprietorship, which is one person, or corporation. For profit is owned by shareholders, non-profit is owned by members. Domestic if incorporated in California. Foreign if incorporated elsewhere. S corporation offers tax advantages. The corporation can limit liability of officers, directors, or shareholders. Business ownership continued. Trust. Title is conveyed by trustor to trustee for benefit of the beneficiary. Real Estate Investment Trust, REIT, regulated by the Commissioner of Corporations, must comply with federal and state tax law, must be owned by at least 100 different investors, cannot have 5 investors own more than 50% of the trust, must receive at least 95% of income from investors, and must receive at least 75% of investment income from real estate. Living trust. Business ownership continued. Limited partnership, real estate syndicate, REIT, corporation, general partnership, or any other entity. Limited liability company, LLC. Information on the web. Secretary of State, Business Service Center, www.ss.ca.gov/business/business/htm. How real estate may be acquired. By succession or will. Dying with a will is equal to the testate. Dying without a will is called an intestate. By accession. Improvements, accretion, reliction. By occupation, adverse possession or prescription. By transfer, public or private grant or other means. California state of interstate succession. Community property. If spouse survives, half already belongs to the surviving spouse, and the remaining half goes to the surviving spouse. Separate property. To surviving spouse, children, if any, and other next of kin as provided by California law. If no heirs are located, property escheats the state. Acquisition by accession. Improvements may increase property. Land adjacent to flowing body of water can be increased by accretion. New soil is called alluvion or alluvium. Soil may be lost by avulsion. Reliction occurs when soil is uncovered as water recedes.